We do have a map in front of us that is known as Ancient. We do come down to the fourth. Perhaps Vertigo should we need it, but guys, that sound means only one thing, and one thing only. It's time to ride with Machine and Sponge.
Yeah, it sounds like we're all ready for this one. The desk, the Spodek, and myself and Chad. G2 Heroic. And we do look to see that endurance element of a best of 5 locked in.
Yeah, this is anyone's game right now. So much to discuss here, so much to sink our teeth into, but Maniac wanted us to look here at the early stages of this matchup. On what terms are Heroic going to take these fights here today? Well, apparently out the gates towards middle. 2 players, jabbi and Stout. Not early, as they wait for their teammates to position in towards A main. NiKo trying to pepper through. m0NESY at the ready with Hunter. Flash is good, the fight is better.
Look at the setup. And it's Hunter and NiKo side by side, looking to take the pistol on A. Lots of pressure onto TeSeS. JKS caught out. One back, HooXi gets the bomb, and that's the round. Near spotless, as the vibes seem good, seem at a premium. The desk, an interesting response when people are starting to get a bit alarmed after seeing the Heroic win. Response of the extended break. You know, seeing how G2 can kind of shake it off, remind themselves that that's the first time they've lost a map here in the tournament.
Yeah, but again, they win a pistol. It's not the pistols that G2 have problems with, it's these follow-up rounds. It's the rounds that they should be converting. So Tech-9s are plenty. 4 out of the 5. TeSeS into the Deagle, and TeSeS, what a monster on Inferno. Let's see if he can continue to find some of that form. Hunter through the smoke, a deep one of his own here, and it will be holding Heroic at bay for now, but Pop at the ready, and they're going to try and run him down here.
Good flash, they are. Trouble. Hunter just rounds the corner in time. Mid smoked, and it is theirs for the taking. Heroic have other plans.
Very skittish from G2, though. As soon as Hunter called that mid presence, they rejigged their entire setup. m0NESY now over towards Temple to back up JKS on the boost. Looking at top mid will be NiKo, and, well, guess what? That means you leave HooXi to defend this B bomb site solo. Fortunately, the play will be into the stack if you're a G2 fan.
Yeah, they're sweeping mid right now. JKS with the support of m0NESY. And clean, as you like, from JKS. Supreme on the MP9. Give it to him. He takes it by force. An ace for the Aussie to start the party.
Justin Katowice, a savage right there. That's one way to deal with the second round. Just ace them. Get them over and done. As HooXi trying to become a bit of a showman here. Walking the footsteps of other great Danish in-game leaders.
Oh, they couldn't touch him. And to go wide as well, perfectly timed. That is his round. You can see G2 are getting into it.
Yeah, this is a change. We didn't see that in the previous maps. Maybe a conversation to have some fun with it here. The type of Counter-Strike, it got sloppy. It felt like the moment was getting the better of them. Well, remind yourself where you are and what you're doing.
Yeah, I think they've got themselves that holistic esports mind and body. A little extra coaching voice during the between map chat.
Remember this, G2 took on FaZe on this very map and they dumpstered them. It wasn't too many worries whatsoever, whereas for Heroic, we haven't seen them play Ancient just yet. And last time they did play it, they lost to Big and Evil Geniuses. Don't let Cassard hear that one.
NiKo collects himself a handful of frags, 3 in total. The challenge still to come.
Oh, looking like the Gorillas in the jungle right now. That's some feel-good ink. Only 1 kill given up in the first 3. Gonna be happy with that. The bank account built here. And JKS doesn't even want to upgrade from this MP9. AK's out for Heroic. Let's see what they have to say. The Danes didn't go down in the 3-0 fashion. Another double-digit affair, top right of your screen. You can see how it all unfolded.
A single frag is all they've had to celebrate over the first 3 of play.
This is like the pistol round. JKS setting them up with flashes to fight mid.
And cadiaN takes the shot. m0NESY down. Hunter trades and now falls. This is the counter blow. HooXi needs the double test. There's a scrap of health on the retreat. Doesn't take any speculative shots. Sticking around.
Barrel.
And an easy frag. HooXi in jeopardy now. Molly forces him wide, waits for the swing, and nice from Zhush. JKS the one. Puts jabbi and NiKo into a one-on-one.
He knows that NiKo's the B defender here, so he could be absolutely anywhere. Gonna get that bomb down, a nice open plan, and this is issues for NiKo. He is miles away. This is great if you're jabbi for the clutch. NiKo doesn't even have a kit right now. At this moment, jabbi could be main, donut. He's on the boost.
Gonna hear him. if Nico doesn't hit his wall key soon.
But remember, where's the kit?
That's the problem.
The lobby towards middle. That's where all the biffs went down.
jabbi has been stepping up this time, and Nico doesn't finish it, and jabbi will punish! Flustered in the clutch. jabbi reigns supreme.
Just too many question marks there. That is a nightmare if you're left in a one-on-one, and look at that face. That says an awful lot right here. He's the one you don't want to break. Janko said he's the vet, he's the most experienced member of this team. You don't want to be seeing that face. He's been here plenty of times before, and he's the one who knows the heartbreak better than anybody. And look at that.
I mean, how it's so human, of course. The thoughts will creep in. But to be a champion in Katowice, you cannot allow those thoughts to consume you. Stay in the moment. And up towards mid, smokes will fade. Hunter maybe caught off. Good damage, it's jabbi again. Starting to get his name in the feed. To close and now to open. JKS is gonna get hot and bothered, needs a smoke, drops it safe. Gap, an angle to play with. So many. Tessus, oh, quick headshot with the Galil. And now into the A side. Hooksy needs a multi-kill. Every angle, ready for Shush as well. Huge advantage. And a huge question being asked of G2. Want to see the AWP, not a weapon suited to the task. Clearing close, and finds down. Flash to facilitate, Shush, not blind, does go down. One back, Modesty, good for it.
He's got the kit.
He needs to get on it, cadiaN's gone around the world. G2, a recovered clutch up, and Nico watches in celebration as Modesty brings it home.
Oh.
cadiaN takes it all away.
That still means a lot right there. They're two big kills. They are two big kills. It's the round, sure. But G2, with money, it's not in the dumps. It's just keeping their head above water here. The fact they lose everything, heroic, no. Just one more whack, one more clip around the back of the head. And they could cause some real issues here.
Lovely, proactive work from Modesty. He knew he had the kit, knew he had the responsibility, takes a look at Donut and just holds his breath, holds the line.
Yeah, this is concerning if you're a G2 fan here early.
Yeah, cadiaN made the best of a bad situation with that one. It wasn't planted for him.
Hunter might have to have a word.
Uh-oh, Modesty, let it go. It's jabbi again. Back-to-back entrance into the site, and Nico, his next victim, farming frags. Hooksy back with a double. What a response. Can he get out of dodge? cadiaN doesn't think so. So much space to stretch their legs. The site now theirs. Courtesy of jabbi. Above and beyond, Tessus round the world. Hunter still not ready for this, and damage inflicted. They're screwed. Just as you prophesized, if they lose it all, Chad. They'll have nothing. Fighting forwards.
No kit.
No kit, it has to be frags. A 10-second defuse, impossible to see going down. In the smoke, cadiaN holds, and now the spray is there. Everything taken from G2 at the hands of cadiaN in both of those on the close. Heroic up to 2, and look at what it's done to G2.
Yeah, and it's just G2 looking a little bit agitated. I know it was the great start again. The gun round that they won, well, barely won it, didn't they? Had to work very hard for that. But you look at Hooksy with a double up jabbi as well. These two names, when they were together on the Copenhagen Flames. Ancient was a map where you could be happy as cadiaN right now. You'd be hard-pressed to tell me they're down 2-1 right now in this grand final. Look at the pace once more into Donut, the mop and bucket out in the trade. Well, it's there, but it's only one for JKS. They keep fighting, they keep farming, and Heroic keep taking names.
These are all names every Counter-Strike fan will remember. Good from Shush.
This is a force buy, right? This is
on that 1400. They went for this like.
You had to. You don't have a choice. That's just modern day Counter-Strike right now, and they've just been swept aside. Only one kill. It's not going to be another one here for Nico. Let's see if he can contain himself here today, because they will have to stomach another round with just the pistols. I think Maniac set a bar of about 5 or 6. Maybe it was 6 or 7. Either way, a pretty decent T haul. Remember, Vertigo as that 5th and deciding map, and this is where we find ourselves in uncharted territory here. Throughout this event, it's felt like the Anubises, the Vertigos, the Ancients of the world, they haven't had much love in the map pool. It's been a lot of Inferno, got a bit of Overpass, some Mirage in the mix. Can't forget Nuke.
Well, they're on a collision course. TSS, no slouch on the spray. He's got Stound to count upon. Stound only the one frag. Time to change that. Got jabbi to rely upon as well. Using those with the health available to them. Swatting away.
And how quick the tables turn here. Makes a lot of sense to call this timeout now. Screw your head back on tight. You come in, you win a couple of nice rounds, you try and play with the crowd. All it takes is a few to remind you where you are and what's happening. And to be consumed by the moment. JKS on this stage last year on the other side of the server to 3 of the names, Hunter, m0NESY, NiKo, in those G2 colors. They couldn't get it done. Mr. Savage was exactly that with FaZe, the super sub. Picked up his trophy, but the rest of them, they don't know what that success feels like in Heroic. I feel coming into this, there's just been so much conversation about G2, the records, the streaks. Sure, it's impressive, but the conversation's who's the best in the world, who's taken home the trophy. You can keep your records. Heroic will take that bad boy sitting center stage.
There's no greater gift than being the team no one's talking about in the grand finals.
Okay, again, keep your eyes on that if we post-plan.
cadiaN, this is very aggressive. JKS returns his vision, and oh my goodness, cadiaN throws caution to the wind, but from behind, JKS profits his 9th frag. Trying to pull G2 into defense of this A site. Hunter connects the spray. A nade takes the AWPer out of the equation, but that shush plant should not be easy to stop. Oh, just after. JKS will put him down. Stound watching now in 2v4. Heroic, limited resources. Shush. Oh, wins the first with low HP, but HooXi confirms. The frags are his. Up to 11. And we talked about it, the desk highlighted m0NESY and NiKo. We talked about those 2 players, ones that we're going to keep our eyes on to if they can return from the Inferno.
Well, here's the question, do they need them? Right now, HooXi is playing out of his skin. Fantastic work from him. As you mentioned, 11 kills, topping the scoreboard for the server. This would be the perfect time. And that's dedication right there. Couldn't have been very expensive knife, you know? Maybe a rusty
the butter knife one?
Yeah, took it out of Simple's cabinet. Sorry, Forrest is the one who likes the rusty one. Simple, I'm sure, has a couple more expensive numbers in the mix.
Yeah, he's definitely got the Lambo.
Heroic are going to take a timeout now. They got cash to splash, a buy available, of course. That pace, do they want to move into something a bit more default heavy here? Caught off guard by the trickery in the smokes here of JKS. And this is HooXi. They're doing some damage here, looking comfortable. So this is the question. m0NESY and NiKo, it'd be nice to have them. It'd be great to have them. And ooh, frustration slightly on the other side of the server here. But jabbi shouldn't be hanging that head at all. He has played fantastic Counter-Strike throughout this entire event.
Yeah, he's the reason they had 2 of those rounds for sure. Double entry in the site. We saw, of course, his 1v1 with NiKo. And that's just the first 9 rounds. We've got a whole map ahead of us.
It's been quick, and this is the conversation. Heroic win this one, back down to pistols for G2. G2 win this one, they need to win another gun round to break Heroic.
Yeah, they're coming knocking early. Posted up, cadiaN with not only the bomb, but the AWP, hoping someone from G2 oversteps the mark. NiKo tasked with holding Jag. Lineup is perfect into the head of cadiaN. He's definitely worked those ones out. cadiaN rocked, lucky to be alive.
But look at all the nades they've held onto here. So just by standing their ground, they have full B lane control. And one of the keys here is if they can get away with this cave space, right? There's a layer of util they can throw. A B execute just strangles out any defense. G2 might have to push forward or play retake. They're pushing.
This is what TSS has been waiting for. Does NiKo push the limits? Will there be a flash? jabbi. Shadow. No! It's only the one! Advantage into the site. Tessa's low though. Hunter ready for the fight. Good on the first. Needs more. Shush denies. Heroic have to get past m0NESY. Oh, they don't know. Nade's good. cadiaN down. The round continues. Stound locked out. JKS knows one cave, and now they're locked in. Stound wishing he didn't throw that flash. Because now, surely, going to be locked down. Spray is good, and it's good damage both ways. Could hit the wall bang.
Out of ammo.
Needs to hit it. The diffusing, and that's going to be it. G2 take it. A recovered round. Everyone playing a part in that one. A full team conversion.
Throwing some blows here. I thought Stan had an extra smoke for this position right here. If he did, he didn't throw it. Honestly, get given a gift there in JKS. Exactly, he knows what's up. Anti-flash, gets the kill, sets them up, and removes him with the USP through the smoke. 12 now for JKS. As the buy from Heroic, yeah, can come in once more. That plan's great, keeping the pedal to the metal, hard towards B. Give him the fight.
m0NESY greets them with a smile and an AWP shot to 2. Jabbi and Shush silenced at the hands of m0NESY. Any more from Hooksy? No, not to be. Pressure onto the site, smoked off. Playing for that retake. And cadiaN playing for a different game. Interesting. Forcing the rotate. You can see on the map, no one considering the run. They need to survive. They need to survive.
It's not being considered at all. They're dipping back a little bit. Nico spotted something. Hunter as well. So 2, this is going to keep them biting down hard. The Fakey boys, well, they're here on Ancient.
Oh, Tessus is lucky to have gotten away.
Penny's dropped.
They must know.
They're still worried about B.
Still going B. Down. Survive. Found now. m0NESY and Hunter, but the bomb's not ticking.
Plug your headphones
Plug
in,
your
boys.
ears up.
Where's the bomb?
They'll work it out.
No, they won't.
Oh, come on.
They're in the site.
Somebody, the penny drops. And cadiaN, I swear to God, if he gets away with this, a massacre on 2. They have the kit. They have the time, albeit just about. Oh, okay. That was nearly very awkward here in the Spodek.
Oh, the cracks are starting to know and show the G2 that everybody remembers. That one would have been sending them down the river. Wow. They're in the site.
Jesus. Let me see that again. Did he get any damage? He did get damage onto Nico, and it was Nico that got the defuse. I'm not sure if the Hunter could have made it.
Would have been real close. They were in the site.
Holy.
Oh, no
okay.
problems. Yeah, all right, mate.
All right. Yeah, that was all calculated. And cadiaN's a dead man. With their powers combined, Hunter and m0NESY find a nice opening. 7 for G2, and Hooksy aggressive, but maybe not ready for more. I love this. G2 charging straight into the offensive line. Locked into the lane. Valiant attempt on the spray.
Well, Hunter's going to lock the door this time. I think they're fed up with those shenanigans. He might... Oh. It's down for free, but just the timing against them here. Hunter's going to pivot in and convert. Just 2 more now. Heroic left in a very rough situation.
A product of a real nice change of pace. Hooksy just getting right on in their face, and Hunter as well. JKS and m0NESY going to lock it down. Nothing for Tessus in this round. Smooth sailing. 4. In quick succession, in consecutive fashion.
And finally, with that sound, they have broken Heroic. The plants, the close nature of these rounds, buy after buy, the pace out the gates. Trying to take advantage of some of the momentum on a map like Ancient. These updates, it plays a little bit different. No, it plays a whole lot different these days, and Heroic might have to stomach themselves a little bit of a half investment here. 3,400 into the next, the max loss bonus, so they can buy. G2 have to know here that it should be a little bit lighter, but with Heroic, there's always something funky in the mix.
Mics are muted. Coach now once again, just gonna have to watch. As the rounds transpire, a conservative approach from Heroic. Chad has outlined exactly why. Poised for a 9th. G2 looking to display that mental fortitude and continue their run of series wins.
I like this though, continue knocking on B, just as Hampus prophesized, just go B. But right now, definitely been some flubs, some missed shots. Nico, 7 kills, 6 deaths.
An awkward smoke thrown and an 8 on top of it. They'll brave it. G2 reshaping it, smoke on towards the top of the ramp. They might go ahead of that. They're trying their luck. It's HooXi! Good on the double. Nico for just the one, but they will be sent back to spawn empty-handed. One back from Stown.
HooXi's low.
Very low, okay. Saved, and HooXi having a game. 16-8. Outstanding. He has the kill total of the Kovac cousins combined.
Yeah, well, could be one time for this guy to really become the Giga Chad right here on stage. You see him center stage right there.
And you could see a very clear and conscious approach in their demeanor when they were on the stage. Felt like G2 reminding themselves who they are, and the crowd, of course, on their side, trying to get that 6th man. Cheering for him.
Heroic can still get that 6 on this T side.
6, as we heard from Maniac, if they get that 6, it's a very good benchmark for a competitive second.
I think the jury's still out on where this one goes, but it's just about the pace of the rounds, and I think G2 have taken a bit of momentum. Nico a little bit late to the party with that spam, but this is meta. You pressure this red house. This is more of a default approach here from Heroic. This will stifle and force the CTs into a 2-3 turtle split. Perfectly placed U2 here from Hunter. You can see on the radar, they've actually dropped a deep one. This is fantastically highlighted. So they were hoping to try and split this A site.
The Hunter ahead of the move. Cancels that first idea. JKS on the extinguish. Hunter investigates successfully. Tessus, you got the bomb, bro. Goes in, gets away. No trade. From his brother in arms, JKS not prepared. And now m0NESY to hold the A site, flashed up and executed.
Oh, beautiful round of Counter-Strike from Heroic
this
here.
is real counter.
They held so much territory. Wincing at this one, HooXi's been great. He'd have to be otherworldly right here to win a 1-on-4.
Shush confirms our suspicions.
Just perfect Counter-Strike there with that top mid pressure, right? The fact that they lose the bomb, sure, Tessus with the immediate trade takes down Nico, picks back up the bomb. They're able to get on out, and here late, G2 actually have some questions. Some questions in the buy department. 6 feeling very likely here, and if they continue with that approach, G2 will need to find answers. It's difficult to find the aggression elsewhere, especially when JKS finds himself locked in towards that donut position.
It's a dirty job, someone's got to do it. And HooXi, very aggressive. Back is turned on Tessus, got to be careful, the flash is too good. Caught in no man's land. And Tessus delivers another offering.
We're seeing this evolve in real time. This play from Donut with G2 using the new spawn timing that is against them to take the fight as the T's are already out. Flashes from the A side, m0NESY was lobbing those. Well, they just waited. Yeah, you want to flash and get in no man's land? Well, we can flash too. And that fight nets them a big opening here. And m0NESY, this would be the time to step up. A little bit quiet on the previous map of play. You'd love to see him lock things down. But Heroic are destined here for a 6th. He's about to be smoked off.
There will be nothing they can do. And now, especially, cadiaN posts up, deals with Hunter. No, careful, forced to reposition. That's still impossible for m0NESY to get anything done.
So's this retake.
Outlook bleak. Impossible to break through. Just 3 dudes with 3 different guns, not a nade or a kit to be seen as m0NESY does find the one. And Heroic will leave with 6. Game on! pizza, bearing witness to Heroic trying to do what's not been done before, or G2. Can they close on our fourth of this best of 5? Opinion divided. Let's get into it. T-side for G2. Heroic on the defense and a clear intent. Straight out of the gates. 2 to receive them.
Setting up for a fast execute here. Smoke's already in the air. Molly as well towards Cave. Down's going to be pinned in.
Yeah,
Push forward or drop back.
cadiaN, what's he supposed to do? He can't push and disrespect the smoke off the flash. He has a go and catches m0NESY. The spear snapped in half upon arrival.
Keep tabs on Hunter's lurk here. When is he going to activate and how?
NiKo.
Oh, clear in the corners.
They do. And NiKo, good for the frag. It's down now, down. Wrapping around is Hunter.
Puts the turn.
They hear him. Oh, what is that? The cousins in unison. Clean up.
Blink and you miss it. Heroic just evaporated right there.
One from the front, one from the back. Double each.
Ooh.
In a matter of seconds, the round is concluded. And that came with a Heroic opening as well.
Well, this one here,
How many of the pistols have G2 taken? This is getting silly.
they've only lost one. They've only lost one. One pistol round over 4 maps of play. That is wild.
It's not a 50-50 in their book.
But you understand why they've just taken this tactical timeout. I don't think there's anything more tactical in this campaign. Remember Inferno, I hate to have to keep reminding you here, but they gave away an absolute freebie on the T side. And this again is them an opportunity to have this conversation. Now this is where I thought it was all going to go wrong. Didn't think he was clear in the corner. Down. Had a chance for a moment. And these steps from Hunter as well, as he was making footsteps, it actually drew the retake apart. It split Heroic. And Heroic will, in classic fashion, go for the forced buy here. But this is the most important round for G2 if they want to close things out quickly. They flub this one. Anything's possible.
They called the timeout. They thought about it. They've talked about it. Now they must action. Shush with a jiggle smoke defense. That might slow them down.
They'll need to disrespect this.
They have to. We've got a Mag 10, Hooksy.
It's called the cancel. Or has he?
No. Well, the smoke goes. 2 smokes gone. And no commitment behind it.
Well, the plan's just changed here. Shush, with $300 worth of investment, has just changed the entire 30-second discussion. And look at this. Heroic have been able to respond to A, re-smoke main, and now even drop back towards the B bomb site. And for this execute in towards the B site here, 1 smoke available, 2 mollies. That means they can't smoke short and long. There's going to be questions here for G2 as to how they want to approach this site. And cadiaN coming back to lob another, so they're going to be guaranteed with this 4-man stack unless G2 get a move on soon. They're opting for the cave smoke.
No one there. Not immediately. Down. Gonna be locked out. It's jabbi, the first contact, and NiKo cannot clear. Hunter needs the trade, delivers it in sync with m0NESY. Deep Molly beaten by cadiaN. And it's Hooksy onto that cave player. Handled. After forcing a bit of a rejigging. A solid attempt out of Heroic, but the execution of it and the mechanics just not there for them.
Yeah, instead of removing the sight lines there, they just removed cave. Right, didn't want to get poked at. That meant they could just focus on short and long, clear out the pillar within the site, which they mollied, force it into an aim map here, use their superior aim in this situation, and yeah, they did pick this one up, but Hooksy just continues to be fantastic here. How could you not sing the praises of this in-game leader? 17 frags for him. He's been phenomenal on that first half and calling this. Right, think about where this guy has come from. Copenhagen Flames, a team that nobody had heard of, make a bit of a dent in a couple of majors, sure. Get the call up as one of the final pieces of this team to get picked up into G2, get turned into a meme for better and for worse. Now to be keeping you cool right here and leading massive, accomplished names at Counter-Strike. NiKo, we know his legacy, a superstar with the name, the trophy cabinet. Well, that could use some filling out, and maybe today can start to look a whole much chunkier.
Many a Katowice attended, never with the trophy in the cabinet. Catching some nasty flak there, Hunter gets away.
I think he's seen enough of that one, hasn't he? Well, they're going to waltz into B right now, and the bomb will be scooped up. Hunter making his way back over as well to join the party. There is a gap, and well, that gap has been found, but JKS looks aware and will deliver. Only took a little bit of damage there, and now they're into the site.
Just a formality at this point. G2, no intention of making a habit of losing to the little guns. It is just USPs, pesky as they may be. And the D, jabbi, lethal. The one frag to be celebrated. Nico and Hunter, though, are here to make sure that 12th is theirs and secure.
And now that this one is done, we need to start the conversation here for Heroic to get back into this map. Take us to Vertigo, give everybody the 5th. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how they play strong here. Right? What is the site? What is the area of the map that they want to push forward and fight? Because G2 have so many options available to them here. Do they aim for the pace? Do they aim for something quick out the gate here? Do they want to be more aggressive? Do they want to take it slow? Do they want to default? Well, all these questions floating through the heads of the Danes, because they're the ones who have to make a 6th-round comeback just to tie things up at 12-12. And this first gun round could determine how quick this map is over, how quick G2 lift the trophy. They win this, we could be sailing to a G2 3-1.
Guns are out, damage is done. Nico just gonna have to walk a little. Oh, straight to Hooksy.
That one's gonna hurt.
It's down. Few and far between. We've said his name on this map, but that's a big one to open up the account.
We can see where Heroic wanted to start strong. 3 towards A here. Only 2 defenders on this B bomb site, but the mid control from G2. That seems to be their preference right now, and now going to seek out JKS's hidey hole here. Shush is coming.
Okay, straight up duel. Shush, the better gun, and loses out. JKS gives them the 4-on-4.
This might lure them into A. Remember, 2 players still here.
Still have the numbers. The element of surprise, but it doesn't matter if you can't hit the shot. Still cautious. Still considered. G2 coming knocking. He gets a freebie. Bomb spotted.
Everyone's here.
They're all staring at him. Takes the next fight, and JKS down as well. A 2-on-2 with plenty of time. And oh, caught out on the spray. Nico pulls it across the line. It's TeSeS for the clutch, a double peek imminent. 2 different angles of assault, and no, Nico goes ahead of it. Oh. It's Modesty. Safe to close.
And that's some good Counter-Strike. That's some info-based Counter-Strike. That is what G2 have lost. In the last couple of maps, it felt like they weren't going to find it. Their firepower, sure, it's here to play, but the team-based Counter-Strike info, this is what it's all about. Started like this, well, didn't end that way, did it? Hooksy getting a bit of a body block there, not the end of the world. Modesty grabs this one onto cadiaN, wasn't expecting that fast to play, and this is the one to seal the deal. The info's there, he just has to hit it. A must hit. And take a look, I spoke about the finances, that's the gun gone, 1 investment removed.
Well, Heroic's a jabbi cut short. And perhaps Heroic's journey too, as there's more damage for Hunter. G2 firing on all cylinders in pursuit of that trophy.
And you speak of trophy, the drought of trophies for G2. This team, perpetually cursed, never able to get things done. Maybe the floodgate's about to open here. Hooksy on the clear, TeSeS gone as well. Now it's just down and they know exactly where he is.
You can almost feel it, nearly at their fingertips. Heroic showed that they could voice concern, take a map, and G2 having what they saw as a given, threatened to be taken. Level up. A mainstay in the Counter-Strike calendar is Katowice, and a very exclusive club of names inscribed on the trophy still lies in the center of the stage. Is there anything that remains?
Stone-faced as usual exists. Takes a timeout. gives the marching orders here. AWP out for cadiaN, MP9 for jabbi, who had that M4 in play, and you can see that trophy right there.
This organization has been chasing to be the top of the Counter-Strike pyramid for some time.
They went international back in 2019. Trophies, well, they only lifted one last year. The Blast World Finals, the first that they can really hold high, and looking to make it back-to-back here. m0NESY on the boost.
We're going to head-to-head, and Nico takes down Stown immediately. Nico not done. Frags all over the shop.
Perfect time for Nico to come online here. Struggled in the first half, up to 18 frags. You saw the frustration on his face in those early stages, and now looking to go for one more. jabbi pushes forward, and the MP9 too fast. 3-on-3.
Time for some critical thinking. Heroic are convinced the lean towards the first letter of the alphabet leaves not to be desired for poor old jabbi, but the fact he had the confidence to go aggressive sows some doubt. HooXi's investigating.
This is very interesting here because HooXi's likely just to get taken out by this AWP, and then the round it falls to JKS and Hunter, the clutch duo. But HooXi's just going to get pipped at the post here.
Just like that, cadiaN
instantly rotating here.
Finds the frag, expecting the walk. jabbi about to vacate. Smoke on towards short. jabbi, what can you say? Nothing, as Hunter delivers. The rotation's here. cadiaN throws caution to the wind, and then, oh my God, the bomb is not down. JKS has to win this round on his own. And it's cadiaN quick to the draw. 3 from him there on every different avenue, A and B. Leading from the front lines is cadiaN. 16 apiece for him and jabbi.
Your heart stops if you're a heroic player watching that move. You understand that is so decisive in that round victory. You understand that if he doesn't pull this off, the round is over. He is on his own. The rotation point is so far away. He doesn't deny that plant, and he doesn't find the follow-up. JKS has a real shot to win this round. cadiaN coming in clutch and holding G2 to 14 for now.
They need so much more of that though, Chad. It just feels almost impossible. With their backs against the wall now. And Nico so hungry for the ever-elusive trophy. This is his 4th time of asking. Oh, and cadiaN lays down the law. Straight into Nico. Sjuush spotted out. Hunter trying to make good on the promise.
I know he's here.
It's good. Sjuush in jeopardy. A dead man walking. Hunter and HooXi have got the A site. Flying the G2 flag now, and cadiaN caught out. Straight back to their winning ways. G2. 2 frags away from 15.
Do you attempt this? Do you give it a go? Well, TeSS, he thinks so.
I don't know. Good flash, but Hunter doesn't care. He doesn't need to see you to kill you. A double that leads to 15.
They're starting to hunt. They know that Stown's saving here. Look at this. Through T-spawn, straight through mid. They hunted this down. Stown with only 6 kills. m0NESY with the AWP. He wants to rip the hopes and dreams of Heroic away.
This would be just a tiny glimmer of light if Stown could bring the rifle through, but Hunter takes it all in pursuit of the trophy. Leaves it all on the server.
So close right now. Records, that was the discussion. Could they be defeated? Could they bounce back from a loss? Continuing to write pages in this G2 history book and break curses. The mental has been tested today. And this G2 are just 1 round away.
G2 fans take to their feet. They want a good view of what could be the last round of this final. Trying to will it into existence and, well, exist. Nothing to contribute, as Heroic have to do. Oh, a very dirty round of Counter-Strike here. It is not pretty. The odds extending in G2's favor. We started this final with a question. Who is the world #1 in 2023? m0NESY.
Oh!
opens the account, looking to close. Exactly what G2 desire, as does the Spodek. Two finals for this G2 org. 0 trophies here in the third. And 4 Danes left, separating them from a brand new chapter. Hunter focused, laser focused on the task at hand.
Space taken, gap provided. cadiaN again, knowing he needs to be the man to make the move, but Hunter, he considers it, but will he be ready for the jump? cadiaN's got him!
Massive.
Look at the stack. Heroic are here.
Channeling them into the team. 37 seconds. Hooksy, can you provide the necessary bloodshed? Back of the site, softened up for him. JKS on his way in. Lots of them there. Solid from jabbi. Need one from JKS, it's good. cadiaN and jabbi now to try and extend play. It's only cadiaN. The fate surely sealed. Damage inflicted, cadiaN helpless. 7 bullets and a dream as G2 look to make their dreams a reality. Katowice, they've done it! Unbelievable! From the LAN cafes and local tournaments now side by side, Hooksy joins their ranks and they make the strongest start of the year.
Absolutely no doubt right now who the #1 team in the world is. This was the collision course. G2 taking on Heroic, the match of the world.